How's it going, guys? This is your boy Mystic Mac, and I am back after a short break. I had to take some time off for some real life things. I had a good 7, 8 days to really sit down and study this U7 raid, come up with a plan. My alliance mates came up with better teams. I've seen other people come up with some good teams, so I figured I would make my own video to talk about these teams. And also, I did find out some encouraging news for the future of this raid to make it easier for everyone. But first, I do have to mention, I do, as always, mention that I have my own Discord now. So on Friday, we're going to be doing a $100 giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be in my Discord to enter the giveaway. So if you're interested in that, hop in my Discord. The link is in the description. And also, I am doing roster reviews via Patreon. I have many Patreons. They're all happy with my roster reviews. I get in-depth, big strategy guide, lay everything out for you. If you'd be interested in that, the link is in the description. Just let me know. But without further ado, let's get started. So, I have these characters favorited for a specific reason. These characters, I believe, besides Elsa Bloodstone, she's only favorited because she's a new character. But these other characters right here, I believe, are key to having some sort of success in this raid in the current state of the game. So this raid right now, it's all about sustain, it's all about control. You're not going to overpower these enemies, you're not going to one-shot them with rocket. None of that's going to matter right now in the current state of the game. So what you have to do is you have to control, sustain, you have to stay alive, even if that means timing out. Timing out's better than full wiping. So Storm, as I've said before, charge her on early nodes, build her up, charge her, T4 her passive and her basic, or passive I guess is the only necessary one for raids. So T4 her passive to get up to 20 charges. That's very important. Build her up, build her charges up early, and then use her alt or her special on a later boss node. That's very important. So Shuri and Invisible Woman, at first, they weren't really considered, they weren't really looked at for this raid, but after some testing with a lot of people, they are very helpful in this raid. Mainly because Shuri is throwing up defense up and energy out turn one. Invisible Woman, she's throwing opponents' offense down and barrier turn one. So the idea here is you have both of these on the same team. You have Star-Lord feeding energy to Invisible Woman. She's going to keep, it's a big cooldown. She's going to keep offense down on the opponent and throw that barrier up for you. That's a lot of protection. Now, if you throw a Scientist Supreme in there with Ultron, or you throw a Minerva and Ultron, you have a ton of protection, a ton of healing, and, you can really sustain and control the opponent. That's the key to this raid, is sustaining and controlling the opponent. If you don't have any defense up, if you don't have any barrier, you don't have any sort of protection, you're not going to last long. So these three characters, work on them. They're all meta characters. They're going to help you out a lot in this raid. Now, as you guys have probably already heard, Aimtron, they're very good in this raid. Scientist Supreme, she's got that. She's going to throw them debuffs out to the opponent turn one. She's going to flip debuffs on your own team to positive effects. That's a lot of control. That's a lot of positive effects for you and negative effects for your opponent. So Aim Assaulter, he's going to be speeding up Scientist Supreme. Graviton's got the turn one stun. They have the synergy between themselves. Ultron's in there. You know how he is. You can throw Minerva in there. You can throw, whoever else. I know you can throw Aim Security in there. They're going to be very good. With Minerva and Scientist Supreme, they have the double revive mechanic. So, as you'll see, I have a video. This is a really, really good team. I don't even have them powered up that much. This is only the first boss node, but you'll see, most of the power in this team is in Minerva and Ultron. These other guys, Assaulter's 43k, Graviton's 37k, and Scientist Supreme is 50k. So they're not huge. This isn't a huge team by any sort of the matter. But, these guys, look, all these debuffs, they matter. She throws debuffs on non-aim allies, but she's just going to flip them on her turn 2. So they're going to turn into all positive effects. And here, turn 1 stun, it usually lands for Graviton, even though he's only 37k. I'm not going to sit here and have you watch the full, but look at these. All these buffs, all these debuffs, that's full control, full sustain. You got Ultron in there, bringing out the minions, bringing out some damage. This is pretty nice. I mean, this is only the first boss node, but as you can see, you see the concept here. And you have the heal from Nerva, you have the revive mechanics if something goes wrong. This team is just very, very good. It's a very good team to invest in. They're good in all game modes besides maybe arena. And like I said, you may time out, but timing out is fine as long as you're all alive. So, got the win. It's only the first boss node, but you see the point in this. And you see the point of why I'm saying to work on these characters. So, without further ado, we talked a little bit about some characters you can work on, to make this raid easier for you at the current moment. But I have some important news about, the future of this raid and how it's going to become easier for us. At the very beginning, on my first video, I thought maybe it was mods that this raid was tuned for, but after I've seen something that I'm about to show you, I've kind of changed my opinion, and it's given some hope for the future. So, an alliance mate of mine, he finally got somebody to tier 14. It's only Shield Trooper. It's not a big deal, but if you look at these stat jumps, you can see just how amazing this can be if you have a full team of tier 14 or if you have some main characters at tier 14. Look at this. 23k health jump, almost a 2k damage jump, 2k armor, 2k focus, 2k resistance. So you see the huge stat jump from going tier 13 to tier 14. Now that's equivalent to a great red star drop, and if you pair that with a good red star character plus this, you can see where this raid will start to become more manageable in the future. So in my opinion, it's not tuned for mods, it's tuned for gear 14 level 75. So my suggestion is to all you guys that have a little bit of extra cores saved up, start refreshing the shop a little bit. This is very important. Save your orange gear orbs. As you see here, look here. These things, I only have 2. I'm refreshing the shop. This is a mutant part. These are very important. There's 2 double mutant parts in here. So start refreshing the shop for these. Save your orange gear orbs. This is just like the past when we had to refresh the shop for Ultron, or for uniques to get Ultron. So gear 14 is the move. It's the future of this raid. Level 75 gear 14. You're going to be a lot more successful. So that's it, guys. I hope this video helped you. If it didn't, leave a comment explaining why. If it did, also comment, hop in my Discord and all that. So thank you, guys. Until next time, I'm out. See you.